What's up, guys? It's Asian or Jason. I haven't posted a battle in maybe 2-3 months, but I'm back again because I kind of feel like uploading a battle, and the reason I wasn't uploading earlier was because I didn't feel like it, honestly. So anyways, this is a black and white UU battle, and I'm using a Hail Stallish team. I have all 3 hazards ups. Spinner, obviously, Hitmontop, yeah. It's kind of stallish, but it can go offensive. Basically, the whole team is centered around Kingdra Sweep. But now let's look at the opponent's team. It looks like he has a fire with a grass score. I'm pretty sure what his team is going to be like. I'm pretty sure Arcanine will be CB. And I'm pretty sure he's going to lead off with it to counter my Abomasnow. So, I know that if I go in and I see that he doesn't have the Intimidate and he has Flash Fire, then he'll probably be banded. So, let's start the battle and see if my predictions are correct. So, I lead with my Abomasnow just to get my Hail up because that's what my team revolves around. Now he's going to lead with Arcanine, and I don't see the Flash Fire, the Intimidate, sorry, excuse my French. And I just go for the Protect. He goes for Close Combat, first turn, which makes me think that he's banned because he knows that would probably kill anyways. And I think he was predicting my Kingdra switch in, but that's not going to happen. I'm going to go in and Hitmontop, just for take the Close Combat. It's not stab or anything, and after Intimidate I can take it, but he's not banded. I don't know why. I thought he would be banded just because the 4th gen Arcanine set that had Flash Fire was banded. I think it was the only one with a band. I mean, with Flash Fire. So that sucks. He goes Flipblitz. He gets the burn, so I can't stay in. I can't do anything. I know he's just gonna go for another Flipblitz, not predicting the switch, just to kill off Hitmontop because I can see Hitmontop being a reasonable threat to his team. I mean, he does have Celebi, he does have Slowbro, and he does have what's that other Pokemon I'm thinking of? Zapdos, but Hitmontop is bulky, has Toxic, and his team is not like Toxic. This is more defensive. So I'm going to go to Mew, because now I know I can take the Close Combat. I'm just hailing Life Orb stalling this thing, because Arcanine is the only thing on his team that actually gives me a serious problem. So I'm just going to let him hit him with the Flare Blitz, and I'm going to go for a Heal Bell, because I want to heal Hitmontop for later, because I'm pretty sure Celebi does have Stealth Rock, so I want to keep Hitmontop alive, because I'm probably going to have to spin more than once, just because my team doesn't really deal with Celebi besides Abomasnow, which can't come in on HP Fire, and I don't feel comfortable with bringing Frost Dust in immediately. But anyways, I see the Celebi, and just in case it's like some sort of nasty plot set, because I see that a lot in UU, I just go for Dragon Tail, but he's just going to set up rocks. So my supposition was right there. He really was a Stealth Rock user, but it's fine. His team's more defensive orientated, so I can probably find a opportunity to spin them away. So I'm going to go for a cover because I know if he statuses me, it doesn't matter because I can just Heal Bell and I get the Synchronize, which it just bites me in the ass. I would have liked to get the Toxic on the Slowbro, but now I can't because it's paralyzed. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but still, if you can get the Toxic on something, you should. So I know he's not going to switch or do anything weird. I know he does switch, actually. He switches back into Celebi. Did I predict that? I think I actually did predict that. I'm not sure. Because I'm the Snow Cloak set, like T-Wave, Substitute Spikes. And I'm just going to sub here because I want to see what Celebi has to do. I might go for Leaf Storm or something, maybe U-Turn. Or maybe he'll just switch right out because he knows I have a Spinner. Celebi is kind of important, so I thought he would want to save it. But he doesn't. I mean, I could sub down, hoping for Earth Power Miss because of Snow Cloak. But I'm not, because I want to kill Celebi to make sure he can't set up rocks again later, after I spin him with Hitmontop. So I'm just going to go for Blizzard, just to get a sizable amount of damage. I'm not invested in special attack at all, so I knew it wouldn't kill. I was thinking about should I sub or not, just because honestly I thought he would switch it, because he has Snorlax, he has Slowbro, and 2 reasonable things he can switch into, but he doesn't do it. So I'm like, okay, that's pretty fucking weird. And here's where I make a big misplay. I mean, I played stupid as hell in this match, honestly. But whatever, he goes into Zapdos, and I stay in. I thought if he was Scarfed, Heat Wave probably will miss. Maybe he'll overpredict, maybe he'll go for U-Turn, maybe he's just bluffing the Scarf. That's the main thing I was thinking. But that's not the case. So I thought this was HP Grass. Because honestly, I'm just in here with Nidoking, and I'm just going to set up my hazards. I just go for my rocks first. Just because I know here's a good time, because all Nidoking needs to do is basically just set up his hazards, and then it can die. I don't need it for anything else on this team. Just set up hazards. And he's going for Hidden Power. And I'm not noticing how much damage that's doing. I mean, I'm Special Defensive Nidoqueen. I should have noticed that this wasn't HP grass. And another HP grass, not HP grass, hidden power question mark, because I'm not going to say it yet. Does a lot. It's probably going to take me out another, not even probably, it is going to take me out another hit. I'm not going to switch out just because I wasn't exactly sure what hidden power was at this point, honestly. So I go into Hitmontop, and I was thinking it was still HP grass. So I'm thinking, okay, you're not going to live the hit, rapid spin, and sack Hitmontop, because I don't want Hitmontop, and I don't really feel like I need it anymore. But it's hidden power flying. Hidden power flying. Who runs hidden power flying on their Zapdos? I don't really know. I don't know. So now he's just going to go for hidden power flying again. I'm not exactly sure as to why he's staying in, because I know you can take these hits, and I can just heal well and then recover off the damage. I mean, I could have Dragon Tailed here, but my main priority is keeping my Mew as healthy as possible, because I know I'm going to need it for later. So now he's going to go back into Slowbro, and can't get poisoned by Toxic Spikes just because I already synchronized the Paralyze over to it. Now, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure, I'm going to switch it to my Abomasnow, just so I can get the Leech Seed, I can substitute, and get the upper hand, and, honestly, I don't think that he would think that I have substitute just because I use Protect, and I think that Protect and Leech Seed is a common combo on Abomasnow, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've never seen Sub, Seed, and Protect on one Pokemon, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't either, so I'm thinking, yeah, you know, great. So now he goes into Snorlax, and he doesn't get poisoned, because he's an immunity Snorlax. And the main thing I was setting Toxic Spikes up was for this thing. And just seeing the immunity really pissed me the fuck off, but that means he doesn't have Thick Fat, which means if I go for Blizzard, it'll do a sizable amount, which is good to know for future references. He just goes for a Fire Punch, it's going to break my substitute, Undisputed. And, I mean, he can start setting up curses, because I know he has Rest, but the second he goes for Rest, I can just force him out with Mew. So I'm pretty sure that's why he won't set up Curse. I was debating whether or not to switch into Mew just to set up the Will-O-Wisp, but I decided not to. I decided to stay in. I was in a good spot. No reason for over-prediction. I just go for Protect instead of Substitute. I should have went for Substitute, but I didn't. So I know this Abomasnow is bulky, and I think he either doesn't have Heat Wave or so I don't know. But I just go for Protect just to scout. Since it failed last time, I can use it again. And he just goes for HP Flying. That's no problem. I know I can take a 1 just because this Abomasnow does have special defense investment, because this is from Wild Chase's EU database, and I think it's a calm nature with like a little bit less than 100 special defense EVs. And I just go for Leech Seed because I know Leech Seed plus Hail, at least I was thinking at the time that Leech Seed plus Hail would take it out, but it doesn't. Lizard like, I don't like fucking, is it like 1 HP? I'm not sure. And as I think here, I go for Protect like an idiot. I mean, I knew he might keep it for Death Flood, but I really didn't want to over-predict. He says in Kingdra, and honestly, I'm not really scared because if he says some DD, that's fine. It doesn't really matter, because I can just Leech Seed him, and I can stall, and etc. So he just goes for a DD, I guess, trying to get the most use out of his Kingdra, which is fine. I didn't notice the leftovers. I was hoping he would have Life Orb just so he could wear himself out easier, but that's not the case. So he's just going to get leftovers recovery. And I get my Leech Seed, just stalling him out with Poison and Leech Seed, so that's pretty much the plan. I thought here he would set up another DD. I don't know what I was thinking. I go into Mew. I don't know why exactly. So I bring Mew into a +1 Outrage from Kingdra, which is never a good idea. And even for defensive Mew, I mean, it takes it pretty well. It's like a bit more than half. But it doesn't really matter because another Outrage is going to take me out, which is pretty fucking, like, bad, I guess, for me. But it doesn't matter. Mew did his job. Basically, Kingdra is dead. This is going to die right after this next turn of Poison. I would have liked to keep Mew around just for Snorlax. I could have, you know, potentially burned it and crippled it, but that's not going to happen because I made a stupid play. But now I plan on bringing in the one Pokemon I was planning on getting a sweep with, Kingdra. I was hoping he would go to Slowbro, you know, just so if he sees the Kingdra, I know he's going to go for Thunder Wave, which means I can just, you know, DD up, then Resto, Chesto, Sweep. But he goes into Snorlax, which is like, fuck. And I should have outraged here, but I didn't. I just went for a Dragon Dance, I guess. I should have with a DD, but I did, so fucking stupid. And I know that Body Slam will either take me out or leave me to a point where Hail will probably take me out. So I'm just going to go for an Outrage just to see how much damage I can do before I die. Get it into a range where Blizzard should kill it because he doesn't have thick fat. And I'm knocking down pretty good. He decides to switch here, which I don't really understand. He goes into Snorlax. Slow bro. Which is like, why did you do that? You should have sacked Snorlax. But whatever, it's his decision. I don't really care. This isn't the best match. I haven't narrated in like 3 months, so give me a fucking break. I doubt I even know what I'm talking about here. It's like the thought process is so clear in my head, but expressing it's pretty like hard for me. I have a speech impediment. I used to go to speech classes. I have short-term memory, so all those things kind of fuck me up, especially because I don't have the best mic quality or voice for this, I guess you could say that. Although my mic makes me sound younger than I really am, should sound. Whatever. I don't really feel like narrating at this point. It's just Leech Eat Stall with Slow Bro, so nothing much to see. Oh my gosh. So basically, yeah, we're just gonna revolve around doing this for like the next minute, and then he decides to go into Zapdos, uses Death Fodder, that's fine. I just went for Blizzard there just to get some damage. He says in Snorlax, which I don't know why, he doesn't have thick fat, and even if he had thick fat, I don't even think he would live this Blizzard, but maybe he would. I don't know. I don't know how much thick fat reduces it by. So, I put like a crossfade effect over here by accident. I'm gonna remove that. Basically, yeah, I'm just gonna stall this thing. Just stall it for days to death. And, yeah. Well, hope you enjoyed the battle. See you guys later. I might upload again later, if you guys want. I'm not really too keen on uploading. I guess this was just more of a one-time thing. I'm kind of interested in seeing how many dead subs I have right now. Doesn't really matter to me. I'm not really in this for, subs. So, see you guys later. Why not?